going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. It's DJ coming back at you. Today is, I guess, what is it, the 14th today? Wednesday, the 14th, June 2023. Right now, I'm on my way to a job interview at Chick-fil-A. I have had like a job interview set up. They said it's like between 12 and 1. I'm supposed to go in here and then speak with some people. So I'm doing that. I had to get everything situated. I had to get all of my equipment, get all of that good, and then making my way here. I was hoping that I wouldn't get stuck in traffic, which, I mean, it's kind of not backed up, but it's kind of like moving slower than expected, but that's all good. And to get there, I had to get some shoes and stuff, that way I can go in there, be presentable. We ran into a little traffic stoppage. But now, I'm gonna just try to make my way here, get here as quickly as possible, and go from there. But I'm gonna work out as well. I have to do some, I was gonna do back, and I'm just gonna do machines because I still have that kind of like little twinge on my left hand side, like my trap area. I'll try to work that out a little bit, and then afterwards, we'll try to make the best of it. But this traffic stop is kind of annoying, so I'll talk to you guys when I get closer. Hopefully this doesn't make me late. Okay, that's a wrap on that. I went in there, did that. I was gonna get some food, and then I said, the hell with it. I'm going to Chili's. Chili's is better to me right now. Went in there, it was kind of like they put a job up, and then it was like 5 or 6 people. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are all these people in here? But there was a bunch of people coming in for the same job. So it was like, this is like the initial interview where they ask you a bunch of these stupid questions that I don't like to answer. Oh, well, yeah, no. What do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think your weakness is? It's like, well, I don't know. I don't think I have a weakness. I'm Superman. But in all seriousness, they asked a bunch of these questions that are kind of out there, and I was just like, okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll answer them. And I started answering the questions and put my hat back on. Started answering the questions. And then finished, it's like, oh, we got a lot of people, so we'll give you a call back and this and this. Now, I didn't know this before, but that's pretty much what it was. They don't give a name because I guess it's certain people who come in there. So they come have you sit at like this big table that they have in there. And then afterwards, then you get called over and then you do your interview then. That's kind of how it works. I didn't know that before. It was just always like, okay, what are we doing? How are we doing this? And we would just have to try to figure it out that way. But I mean, I guess it went okay. The thing is, you don't ever really get a proper gauge to how those events are going based off of the situation and the things that are going on there. So I was just like, okay. I did the meeting and then kind of left out of there. It's like, okay, fine. But time will tell. I mean, it's like I think it was like a marketing director job. I kind of they just asked like some basic information. Now, I'm pretty sure if you get to the next tier of meetings, then they'll ask you more detailed information about how would you handle this in this situation, what would you do in this situation, all that stuff. So this is just like a preliminary. I don't know. It's one of the things I'm not really. I'll talk about this now, but I'm not really a big fan of interviewing for jobs. Like a lot of times me doing creative stuff, you do it because it's necessary, but it's like a whole song and dance that I'm not really that big of a fan of. Rant's over. I'm gonna go to get my food, eat my food, then go to the gym. That's it. That's all there is to it. So that's one down. I have like I'm doing something else tomorrow too. It's for Carvana. Like, because I put in the summer, I like putting in for jobs to see what's out there. And I think this one's like a driving position. So this would be nice, probably make some extra cash while I do this. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the similar situation. And the only reason I'm doing this and these other ones is, like, my whole thing now is I don't drive out of the way to go to interviews. If it's on the opposite side of town and I wouldn't drive over there normally, or I don't drive past it on a day-to-day basis, I'm not going. Here we are, my favorite spot. Let's go. Did a couple things there. One, they knew my food was for me, which is a plus, probably because I just paid for it on the actual app. Typically, I go in and then I just pay for it. I think it's better for me just to pay for it on the app. That way, all I have to do is just go in and they just make the pickup. Or I could have them bring it out to me. If I'm trying to be lazy, but typically I'll just go in there anyway. But I may just start saying the hell with it and have them bring it to me. Cheesecake. The same thing as always. Let me right today. A little bit of fries and a chicken sandwich and a salad. Salad, ranch dressing. I'll eat this later, and I'll eat this now. Hasn't been a very eventful day, but it's been very interesting the way things have gone so far. Good. That interview kind of threw me for a loop, but it's all good. We're gonna just truck on and act like nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened in this place. Some ketchup on here. But what I'm thinking is I want to see how things go in these next couple of days. These events and all this other stuff that's happening. Because here's the thing. I'm always doing other stuff, like as far as events and things of that nature. But I like looking to see what's out there as far as other jobs. And it's always interesting just because I put in for jobs all the time in my field just to see what's out there. And as I gain experience, I just put more in the application. But a lot of times, like I said, there's always a song and dance based off of what the company wants and what they can afford and so on and so forth. So I understand I just get annoyed sometimes with the entire process, because the process can be quite tedious, and there are a lot of companies out there. When you start talking about the big three as far as automotive, I remember when I got a job there some years back, I didn't even put in an application. I think I took like their assessment. They had like a litmus test or some test that I had to drive. I drove to Ann Arbor to take it. Took that test. They said I passed it. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't hear that I had the job until June. And I'm pretty sure I took that test in probably, it was winter time. It's like January, February. I remember to this day I was working another job. I drove there in the morning, stayed there, was there for about a whole day session, so it was like an 8-hour day. Met up with my boy Mario, shout out to Mario. Chilled with him, went to go get food with him. Drove back and worked that night, because that job was more, I could literally come in there, do stuff at night, because my job was mainly to kind of assess things after the fact, so I can come in, put numbers in, and do all that stuff. So it was always cool. I remember not hearing anything about it. People like, oh, how was you doing this? I said, I passed it. He's like, you'll be hearing from him. And then eventually I did, but like I said, it took a long time. And that's kind of how a lot of employment is nowadays. You don't really hear anything right off the bat. It's always like a after the fact thing. You may hear something maybe 3-4 months down the road. Then I think like when you're working a job, it takes 90 days for you to be in there completely. So it's all like a numbers game, really. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this. Say goodbye to this sandwich. This is the filet they gave me. It's called a Big Mouth chicken sandwich. This one's thinner than the other ones are. That's how it looks. Again, I'm going to do some work before I work out. So I'm going to try to go into an office, put work in, chill out, enjoy the rest of the day. And then get a back workout in. So, see you guys in the next clip. Should be in the office. Yeah. All right, once again, we're here. I'm gonna start doing some work again. It's 1:47 right now, so I'm probably gonna edit for, I'm thinking maybe 2 to 3 hours, probably longer. And that's gonna be the start up point. I think I'm gonna edit. I may start editing. I think I'm gonna do like the days of the workouts, edit those sections. I may do like a whole month of June and then double back and then start editing a blog if I have time. Let's see. That's the plan, so we'll see how it goes. But that's the thing about editing. It takes a while to do, and more often than not, it's going to be something that I won't be able to complete. So, and when I say something I won't be able to complete, it will be something that I will kind of lack. And that's the other thing too. I was going to try to move over some of my, not the files, but the, the compound clips. But I'm not able to do that because they're saved. That particular drive, I was trying to copy them off. It wouldn't allow me, so I'm just going to make compound clips that are similar to the ones I've made for the transitions for the vlogs, like the intro and outro, and then like to subscribe and all that stuff. It shouldn't be that hard to do, so I'll do that as I kind of get into it. But let's get into the editing. It's time. Dealing with the issues that you run into when you accidentally start an update and it initiates it and it goes straight into shutdown mode. So now I'm waiting on this. It's only like 5:17 now, so I've been here for 3 hours. Not as productive as I would have liked to be during this time, but there was a lot of file management happening, moving stuff around. The videos usually kind of take care of themselves. What I'm doing is I'm kind of starting from where I'm at right now and then editing like that backlog of footage because I had like a bit of a delay. So I have like footage for more than a couple months that I'm working on and I'm going to post it. So I'm just editing like the workout section of it so I can have it ready, and then I'll choose the music later on and kind of go from there, making the shorts for it. I'm going to start adding different videos and then just kind of posting them in that way to see how I can get more traction on some of the social media. So that's my plan now. At the same time, I'm charging all this stuff to make all of this possible. I had to charge laptop, obviously, charging tablet, charging my my microphone, well not microphone, but my mouse, and then just kind of sitting here now. I wanted to move some of those files over so I could edit more of those pictures that I had and that'll probably be the last thing I do. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go and work out. I'm probably gonna work out from like 7 to like 10 or 11. We'll see. And then tomorrow, I'll come in and then I have to do the same thing tomorrow. But I think tomorrow I'm trying to think when this happens. I have to do something in Dearborn. So I may come in here. If I come in early, I may come in, work a little bit, and then leave out, go to that appointment and come back and then work out is what I'm guessing I'll do, because I think that appointment is at like 3. Or I'll just come in later, work some, kind of work out and then do that, because I do actually enjoy coming in here later in the day and working out later in the day. And plus my workouts are really not that crazy. As long as I have the cardio equipment for the last 2 hours, I'm happy. And the weight training stuff, it is what it is. So just waiting on that, and then we're gonna go from there. Looks like I'm starting back up now, so gonna get back into it. And then the stuff that I'm recording now, I'll edit it tomorrow. Like I'll chop up the footage probably at home, put it on my external hard drive, edit it, and then kind of go back into it. That's kind of how I've started doing things now. The only issue that I'm having now is this files that I edited already that I could have been editing here, but I forgot to put them on my external hard drive. And I could have put those, if I would have had them on my external hard drive, I could have edited them here and then had them ready. That way I could have just uploaded my next video, my next long form video, and then posted it on social media like YouTube. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned about, man. But we'll figure it out. I can't find a clothes and stuff. And I'm done here. Here we go to cardio. $728.65. It's a wrap. All right, we're done here, guys. Until tomorrow, peace.